switching it up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Baylor Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10.
And your Baylor Bears will take over. 1st and 10.
On the double.
Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll run the screen. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And if I watched this defense last week and I'm the quarterback and I'm starting out on the drive, I am not throwing the ball near these guys. I'm going to play it safe, and he forces the ball right off the jump. They had 5 a week ago. First drive, they got another one here today.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, no. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. This is a designed run. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Tyree. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Here's a heat. Got it set up on the outside.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Going to take a shot on second and short. A little release to the back. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And the Bears will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. They boot it away on fourth down. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for a deep man. Makes the catch at the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They almost took that thing end to end, but now they have to finish the drive with a score. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
The Seminoles looking to convert on fourth down. He'll take it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the single back. Looking for room at the 25. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They punt it away on 4th down. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty.
Okay, ready?
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
Makes the grab inside the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Shakes off the defender. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Using his feet. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, no!
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
28, Baylor, 0.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Quickly out to the tight end. A pickup of 5, marching at the 36-yard line.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
To the air on first down. Throwing right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Let's go.
He'll do it himself. Powers through the defender. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Off the play fake. Looking left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Florida State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Number 5.
That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
As a play caller, you feel confident throwing this out to the perimeter against zone coverage when you have that kind of timing and chemistry with this quarterback and receiver. You saw it on that one.
And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 21 to Mississippi.
Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And it's picked off for the third time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Takes the handoff. It's Fox. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Noles want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on third down. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Seminoles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
The Bears will take over. 1st and 10.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Knowles! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Number 45.
Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Baylor Bears will take over. First and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
Picks up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Bears will hustle to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to take off. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Rifles it down the middle. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there.
He's going for it all. And he's thrown another interception. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Handoff to the single back. Breaks the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He has the first and still on his feet. Hauled down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Fires left. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And the Bears take over.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of... Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid